Hello again. This is part 2 of chapter 1 of our mystery museum, Whodunnit. Later that day, the kids all crowded again into the portrait gallery at the entrance to the museum. Many were still talking about their amazing experience in the dinosaur domain, where they'd learn about uncovering the past and even discovered some dinosaur remains. After a moment, the curator stepped in. "Welcome back to the main hall of the museum," the curator greeted the kids. "Unfortunately, our priceless portrait of Queen Esther is still missing. I wonder if we'll ever find the thief." "Shirky is on the case," the voice of Shirky rang out across the room. "I have mapped out the entire museum, from the dinosaur domain to the Hall of Inventions, to the medieval Europe encounter, even to the ancient China area, and finally all the way to the ancient Egypt experience. I searched far and wide, high and low, and I found nothing." The curator chimed in. "You found nothing?" "That's right, nothing," continued Shirky. "My instincts assure me that the key to this mystery is somewhere in the museum, but I found no clues today." "Well, I guess it's hopeless," the curator replied. "Not quite," Shirky responded. "There's one more place to look, perhaps the most important place of all, the scene of the crime. A good detective always examines the scene of the crime very carefully. There must be something important to find." "Oh," was the curator's response. "That's a good idea. Why don't we clear out the area and start a search?" "Eureka!" Shirky interrupted as her magnifying glass hovered over a discarded bit of paper on the ground. "Well, that was fast," said the curator. "Well, I am the world's greatest detective," replied Shirky. "Let's see what I've found. It seems to be some sort of pamphlet for an accessibility plan. And there's a bit of writing on here in pen as well, although it's been smudged a lot." "Oh, that's just the new project that I launched at the museum," the curator responded. "We added a wheelchair ramp to the front entrance and special access to all the museum's areas. We also added several languages to all the exhibit signs, including Braille, and now offer a free audio tour in our museum app for all of those languages as well. I'm very proud of our accessibility plan, but I don't think it has anything to do with the portrait." "Aha!" Shirky interrupted again. "I have deciphered the writing on the pamphlet. It says, 'Blessed are the merciful, for they will receive mercy.' I'm not sure what that means, but I'm certain it's an important clue." Out of nowhere, Miss Purple burst onto the scene and said, "Detective Shirky, I know who said that." "Miss Purple, I was wondering when you'd make an appearance," Shirky replied. Miss Purple continued, "I know who said, 'Blessed are the merciful, for they will receive mercy.' In fact, I think all of the kids here know who said that." "Kids, who do these words come from?" Miss Purple asked the room. "Jesus," the kids replied in unison. "That's right. It's called a beatitude, and it was given to us by Jesus," Miss Purple continued. "I've been learning about my amazing character from earlier today, Queen Esther. Because she was different, she had to show courage and loyalty just to be able to believe in God. But Jesus has taught us a new way to live. For Jesus, everyone who is different is already included. If you look different, talk differently, or even move around differently, you are part of God's kingdom. Shirky scrunched up her face as she was clearly thinking hard. She finally simply said, "Yes, that is an important clue. And now I'm off to search for more clues. I'll stay here all night at the museum if I have to. In the meantime, no one is allowed to leave town while the case continues." Well, that's perfectly fine. These kids actually have 4 more days at the museum, offered the curator. We will help you solve this case. Now, let's all get some rest so that we're ready to continue exploring tomorrow as we return to the Mystery Museum. The end of Chapter 1.